Hi Taurus, welcome to your message you need to hear for September 26th through October 25th. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below, including the link to the Recommend a Reader Shoutout, which goes to 13 Signs Tarot. Love and support to her. Check her out. Show her some love and support yourself if you like what she has to say. This is intended to be a romantic love reading, but may resonate in other areas of your life. And this, I don't remember. This is the counterpart to What They Aren't Telling You. So, but the thing is, I don't remember what the reading was. It's not that, oh, it leaves me after. I mean, it could be that, but I've done quite a few since that reading. So I'm not, and I haven't listened to it. So I don't know what I said. So it's entirely possible that A, this is connected to that, or this is a different group of Tauruses, that need to hear this from their person. So it's intended to be the counterpart, like the part 2 of that, What They Aren't Telling You, but it could be for, like, it could be that this is represented in, like a family situation or a friendship situation, not the romantic sense that the last one was connected to. You get what I'm saying? All right, Taurus, what's the message you need to hear? Message Taurus needs to hear. Thin to win. Okay, right. No, we're not in Vegas. 5 of Wands. All right. Gracious. Wheel of Fortune. Page of Wands. Ace of Pentacles, the High Priestess, that could be Pisces or Cancerian. 9 of Wands, 3 of Cups, the Moon, that could be Pisces or Cancerian. All right. So this could be that this is someone coming back around after there was some kind of shenanigans in a relationship. There could have been cheating or just someone kind of doing something that wasn't on the up and up or trustworthy. And things ended, and now here you come again, or here they come again, reaching out, maybe through social media, talking to your family or friends, things like that, if you're, left on good terms here. There's this sort of, something has just kind of surfaced again, come back around again, and there's this kind of feeling of unease or disquiet right now. What's this Page of Wands? This Page of Wands. Lovers, there it is. Renewed interest. All of a sudden kind of reaching back out, putting out feelers. They still haven't quite gotten over, or they're wondering if there's anything still there. What's this Wheel of Fortune about? What's this Wheel of Fortune? Yep. This is someone that, we got the Ace of Pentacles and the Empress here, and the Lovers. This is someone that really had a good thing going, and they know it, or they knew it, or they're realizing it now, that it was quite substantial for them, or really just, in hindsight, it was a really good thing. All right, what else for, what's this Ace of Pentacles? Two of Wands. This is High Priestess. This 9 of Wands. This 9 of Wands. The World. What's this 3 of Cups? Wow. Good. Good. I like that. 3 of Cups and 10 of Cups. I like it. What's this Moon card? All right. So this person needs to think a little bit more. This person needs to think a little bit more before you to talk, because they are seeing a lot of benefits and a lot of it's almost like there's some regret over ending it, because they wish they would have shown more character or strength, or just kind of been, they wish they just wouldn't have been so they wish they would have had the wherewithal to work through this rather than just, you know what I mean, because now they're in conflict here. And this is someone that is on the fence about seeing this ending through. They're hoping that it can kind of be like, well, that was just like a really bad fight, right? Like nothing really ended, but we just kind of had a really bad argument. The thing is that there's the reason why they're not talking to you, or they're not saying this, is because they're still thinking about it. They're still thinking about your side, their side, and the truth. Also, they probably moved away or moved out, and the way things were left, it was very sudden and not the most amenable of breakups. So it could be that while they regret the ending, they're still really conflicted. So they've got all kinds of emotions going on, and they're not really settled yet to be able to speak clearly and to address everything. It'd just be maybe an argument waiting to happen again if they broach the subject now. But for you, this is about you just enjoying your time right now, because this is about them approaching you when they're good and ready. But until then, your job is to just live your life and do you, and to be able to surround yourself with people who are supportive and friends, and just, this is you being able to still thrive even though you two aren't together at this time. This is not about waiting around for this person, or if they're, meeting them halfway. They're still thinking about what they want to say, how they want to say it. They're still kind of coming to terms with perhaps they shouldn't have gotten so upset and said what they said or did what they did. So yeah, it looks like there's some regret here, especially if it's about you not even worrying about them right now. They will come and say what they need to say in due time, but there's something about I don't know, it feels like this is not your problem. This is not for you to worry about. This is someone that's kind of figuring out what to say, and looking at what has transpired, and if I'm honest, what they did. Or could be what you did, but I think this is what they did, and trying to find how to explain it or to come to terms with it themselves so they can speak intelligently about it with you. Kind of like how I'm not doing. So we got the moon here. That could be Pisces or Cancerian, and we've got Queen of Swords, which is Libra. The thing about this, though, is that this is about cutting through all the BS with dishonesty, with betrayal, with illusion. This could be this could be about them going to talk to somebody to help them cut through all the BS. This is murky here. The moon is murky. It's fear-laden. It's anxiety. It's not knowing what's around the corner and being afraid of it because it's just too big, and it could be making a mountain out of a molehill, but this could be the subconscious or the past coming back up to haunt somebody, the issues, and you need to go talk to somebody you trust about this. This is someone that can offer sage advice that cuts through all the BS, that gives you a action plan, helps you figure some things out, and would do a really good job with this moon situation here, which is a lot of things being unclear. Someone not understanding why they do things or why they said what they said, that sort of thing. This is someone needs to get to the bottom of it, and I think this Nine of Wands also is kind of addressing this too. Like, someone knows they messed up, but they're having trouble letting their guard down to be able to examine what was behind them messing up. Do you know what I mean? So I think that's why they regret it, because they probably feel like they acted kind of hastily. But there's still an interest here. It's if I'm honest, if I can be so bold, it's their pride. Their pride is getting the better of them right now, but also because they're not quite sure where they've landed yet. I think they regret acting too hastily, but I don't think... I think they're still weighing the pros and cons of the whole situation and the relationship. I do think that they hope that this is something that in time you two can start to talk again and maybe talk about what happened and go from there, whether that's going to lead to reconciliation or just parting as friends on good terms or whatnot. But there is going to be a conversation later on down the road. They're just still kind of dealing with all of it. Dealing with feeling like maybe there were a lot of things that they didn't know about. This could be betrayal and cheating. This could be just they didn't realize what they were getting into with what they had, like any kind of baggage they had. They didn't realize, oh my gosh, I didn't realize it was going to be so hard. Why is it so hard? This keeps happening to me over and over again. It's me, it's not the other person, but I don't know how to not do this. I don't know how to not behave this way in a relationship. I don't know how not to be XYZ. Do you know what I mean? So, where does that leave us? All right. Else for Taurus. It's just they're coming back around. It's just it's gonna take. It's not that you're waiting for it. The thing is, it doesn't feel like you're waiting for him to come back around. It feels like you're out there wanting to live your best life. Honestly, just steady the way you've always been. So this is not about you, waiting on them to return, but they are coming back around again. They're taking their time though because they're still a little bit mad, feel a little bit guilty, having regrets. Not sure what to do. It's all of that. They're still in that whole swimming around in all kinds of pools of emotion. You know what I mean? It's a nice Pisces analogy. That's for Taurus. Okay, so those two came out. Page of Cups and the Devil. Could be Capricorn. So this is somebody that definitely, or at least this situation is involving patterns of old behavior where someone could be pretty self-absorbed. Someone could be, overly focused on themselves. Only now the time really is to focus on themselves because this is, you got to clear that out. Or not you, but some people need to clear that stuff out as much as they can, or at least find a way to manage when it presents because it gets in the way of stuff. This is all about someone's past behavior and pattern of behavior because of the past getting in the way of a productive relationship. And it looks like, Taurus, you feel no love loss here. I mean, you're just like, well, my hands are clean on this one, and I hope this person is able to deal with it and come to terms with it. But it's not about you doing this with them or for them. This is all them needing to sort this out for themselves. And I'm telling you, there's going to come a time where they need to talk to somebody about it. There's going to be someone, they're going to come to a point where they can't go any further on their own, and they're just going to need to have a sounding board or someone that can kind of help them figure a few things out. Because this has become a pattern of behavior that does get in the way of being able to attach and have healthy relationships and build a strong foundation with someone. And it kind of feels like it just feels like you're really kind of calm about it because you're like, well, this isn't me. So you do what you need to do, but I'm not going to stop living my life because we broke up or because you're in crisis and you're mad at me for something that didn't really happen or that isn't my fault, that sort of thing. Which is, some good perspective. So, but this really is this person's to deal with, and yeah. I think things ended really abruptly, like they might have moved out and there was harsh words or whatever. But, so there's some regret over that, but there's still a connection. And that's probably why they're like, I got to deal with this because I can't stop thinking about it, and I just, This came out. The Tower. Realizations, epiphanies, breakups. Reversals, changing course. That we got the Eight of Swords or Eight of Wands here also. Okay. What else for Taurus? And that could be what their headspace is like right now. Just like a constant, like, just everything's just up in the air and in flux. Three of Swords. Right. Three of Swords. So that's heartache and sadness, and it almost feels like you're cutting your losses before it gets too heavy for you, because you might have seen this kind of the possibility of this happening. This is much bigger for them because this is about them going, the same thing keeps happening in my relationships, or I keep butting up against the same issues with people, and that's why they go searching to figure it out. That's for Taurus. Also, it's entirely possible that you're going to, say, hey, this is actually about them wanting me to come clean about my past, or me. This could be reversed, is what I'm saying. What else for Taurus? Here she comes. Yep. Awesome. What else for Taurus? Okay. Okay. Is it that you've had enough? Because this is destruction and balancing the scales. So we're talking about maybe you're tired of having to walk on eggshells around somebody, and you're just like, I'm gonna get out there and live my best life. I'm not doing this anymore. You can be mad, you can do whatever, and you can get, but you know what? You're the one that left. You're the one that moved out. You're having second thoughts. Great. Form a cohesive argument, or and then come talk to me after you do this right here. But it could be that you're just kind of over the drama, and maybe this person realizes that they might be the agent of drama because this is awareness right here. This is them not quite leaving the relationship mentally or emotionally, and yet realizing that the same thing keeps happening and that maybe they need to talk to someone. So this is like awareness dawning on them. And this balancing the scales, it could be adjusting to a new normal, but it could also be that that's what it was like, constantly having to adjust into this and that and dealing with when you two were together, just because of someone's unresolved issues or the volatility, that sort of thing. So just live your best life right now. This is someone I'm sure they're probably doing the best they can, try to deal with this. They're aware of it. There's only so far you can go on your own. All right. What would Taurus's person say to them? Taurus's person say. Taurus's person say. That's one way of putting it. It says, I got spooked. I'm finally feeling the consequences of my actions. Okay, so again, with the whole realizing, hey, I'm the common denominator here. I probably should go talk to somebody about why this keeps happening to me, or why everything kind of ends the same way for me, that sort of thing. All right. You have the prescience and the awareness to know that this is not about you per se. So I think that's why you're kind of like, okay, I'm just going to be over here doing my thing, because you know that you've got some good perspective on this. So it's not that you don't care and that you're just like, cold and like, well, I don't care what this person. No, you're just like, this isn't mine. I'm not going to participate. That's yours. You got to handle it. Right. And there's a caring here. I mean, there's a connection here. It's not that you don't care. It's just that you can't fix this. You didn't break it. The stuff that's going on is not created by you. They came into the relationship with it. What else for Taurus? What else for Taurus? What else for Taurus? Oh, King of Cups. Okay, that could be Pisces, and so Taurus, if you're dealing with the Pisces, there you go. If it is not, it is simply things are as they should be right now. You are not to engage emotionally, because this person, if they could tell you that they need to deal with some stuff, and they're aware of it, and they're kind of all over the place, but they're not ready to come back and clear the air yet. They're still quite conflicted, and they're going through quite a few a range of emotions, and they're trying to make sense of it, and they're really trying to kind of get a handle on things. And both of you know that that's no place for you to be right now. It needs to be separate from you and involvement from you. So things are as they should be, and you two are not emotionally involved. This is someone that's trying to get a handle on their emotions and be responsible about it. So it's also, this could be also about how karma's coming back to kind of, assert itself, or this is karmic. This is karma kicking in. This is perhaps unresolved issues from the past, like we see here, that are needing attention. So any kind of romantic relationship has to be on hold right now so this person can deal with that, because it's getting in the way of romantic relationships. And they know it. They're finally realizing that. Okay. All right. So you just live your best life right now. This gets to be your time, and they are going to deal with it, and you're going to be doing you, and that's that. It's not that they don't care, because there is interest here. They've never stopped, but they know that even though there's renewed interest, it's like, oh, okay, I don't want the same thing to happen again. So I need to really get clear on what the heck's going on and why I keep sabotaging things, like what's going on behind the scenes. Okay. All right, Taurus, I hope this was helpful. And I hope to see you in the next reading. You take care.